So per your guys' request, we're finally going to be talking about nice girl slash pick me girl. I did a full-blown analysis on pick me girl on my channel a year ago, so go ahead and check that video out if you're interested. But I just wanted to give you guys a little gist of what a pick me girl is so we're all on the same playing field. A pick me girl is not someone with traditional male interests like gaming or sports and yada yada yada. A pick me girl is someone who is thirsty for male validation, so they tear down other women. And they do it in areas that they think will essentially nerf these women in front of these men, like picking on these women's looks, their virtue, and their utility to men. And that's what we're gonna be talking about today. So first, let's talk about how these pick-me girls attack other women's looks. Yeah. Okay, so let me explain this whole saga to you guys if you haven't already seen this whole drama on TikTok. So this girl goes to a Planet Fitness and films this random woman with a BBL and posts this on TikTok pretty much to try to shame her for having an absurdly large googly moogly. So, you know, she gets called out for that because why are we filming random other women at the gym shaming their bodies on TikTok? And this is the update that she made.
So since I posted the video of me saying BBLs have gone too far, and showing the lady who was showing off her ass in the gym publicly and how I felt uncomfortable about it. Someone showing off their ass in public at a gym, you know, which was very inappropriate to me.
Okay, so her update video is 10 minutes long and it's her saying the same thing over and over and over again, which is that she felt uncomfortable around this woman showing off her big googly moogly at the gym. Girl, this you? She also did another update talking about her face.
This is my full face autonomy.
Anatomy. This is my full face anatomy, not autonomy.
No filter, no makeup, no alterations. Natural face.
6.5 hours later.
Natural lips. Teeth.
So you guys get my point here, where she, you know, says that she feels uncomfortable seeing some large googly mooglies at Planet Fitness, but then she keeps on posting her own body, her butt, and brags about how I'm so natural. I don't have to wear makeup. I'm mixed. I'm light-skinned. Blah 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 blah. I can't stand these natural bodies, natural face police. They ruin it for all of us. You see another hot girl with big googly mooglies in the gym, just sit back and enjoy the show. I enjoy looking at beautiful women in public. All right, shut the f up. These bitches are always like, they just spawn out of nowhere. They're camping in the corner, waiting to shoot at any hot girl that they see. Scanning the room for big googly mooglies having a brat summer. Target found. We got a big booty Latina coming into the target. Don't worry guys, I got this one. We're trying to have a hot girl brat summer, okay? Let the googly mooglies come out.
I don't like makeup. I'm against makeup. I don't think it's good for women, and I don't think they really need to be using it, honestly. I think it takes away.
That's awesome.
Makeup it's capitalizing on women's insecurities when it's something that they can easily fix.
Wait, guys, before we go on. Girl, do you want one from Crumble or do you want one from the jar? I'm asking what cookie you want because that's obviously what you want at this point. Guys, I don't like makeup. That's why I have lashes, eyeliner, mascara, and a lot of concealer on. You don't get extra credit points for not wearing makeup or wearing makeup. So this next trend is the me versus my replacement trend. And it's these women that show themselves versus like their ex's new girlfriend. I mean, this trend is like blatantly obvious why it's bad, right? Honestly, if you're gonna do this trend, at least get a bad photo of your replacement. At least get a photo of her like, I don't know, running the mile in gym class, doing the Patriot test in gym class or some shit. Why are you getting the baddest photo of her? Okay, another common way that I've seen these pygmy girls attack other women is attacking their like utility to men. An example of this is kind of like showing how you're the better woman, you're the more desired woman. Let me just show you, okay? Maturing is realizing your boyfriend is single to me until he's married. When he's married and has a kid, and she's saying, God damn, that's the bitch that I want. That's how I feel about that. I never understood the kink for taking committed men. I feel like this bitch has like the weirdest like dirty talk kinks in bed. You know what I mean? The guy's just like,
oh babe, you're so hot and I want to do nasty things to you.
And then she's just like, no. Tell me to sneak out the back door. And tell me how one day, maybe in 3 years or something, you may or may not leave your wife for me. Complain to me again about your child support payments. And tell me how your daughters will never think of me as their new mommy. Let me tell you, bitch, I would rather have a kink where I shove this whole thing up my hole than ever have a kink for taking committed men, okay? This is the one time kink shaming is okay. Okay, so this next trend is the I can treat him better type trend. Let me just show you. Treat him right, because a woman like me will gladly pack his lunch, be his partner in crime, be his outlet, make sure he comes home to a clean house, a home-cooked meal, PJs laid out, covers pulled back, and me waiting to treat him like the king he is. You better stop treating your men like trash, or else he's gonna end up at my house with dinner ready and a case of cold beer when he gets home. Treat your man right, because there's women out there like me who still packs lunch, will keep him laughing, don't talk back, only do king treatment, and built on loyalty. I said this in my last video and I'll say it again. Every time, these women are always like, I'm not like your bitch nagging wife. I cook and clean. If you're gonna compare yourself to other women, why do you always say the things that women are statistically the ones doing, like cooking and cleaning? If you're gonna come out here and compare yourself and be like, I'm not like your bitch wife, then say something creative at least. Stop treating your men like trash, or he'll end up at my house where I have a bunch of model train sets and a rock climbing wall. Stop treating your men like trash, or he'll be at my house where I do Stitch impressions. Lila, I had a bitch family. Can your bitch ass nagging wife play hot cross buns? Didn't think so, bitch. What is weirder for me to have? A recorder from like 3rd grade or 5 colonial outfits? Put that in the comment section down below. Next, I want to show you guys my BFF and my boyfriend trend. Let me
that it's finally me and you and you and me, just us and your friend Steve.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say about this whole my best friend and my boyfriend situation type videos, okay? This is between the girlfriend and the boyfriend of what their boundaries are, and if they're both okay with those boundaries, then anything goes. I mean, like, that's their relationship. But I do want to say that I was in multiple abusive relationships where my exes would gaslight me into thinking that things in a relationship were actually okay when I wasn't comfortable with it, and I would find myself telling people stories about my ex, you know, and I knew that the story painted him in a very negative light. But I would tell people these stories and try to essentially get validation that my underlying feelings were true. And that's pretty much like the same vibes I get from these videos. I feel like when you put out a video where you know that like people are going to see it and be mad at your boyfriend and your best friend who you supposedly love, it feels almost like they're crying for validation, that their uncomfortable feelings are valid. Girl, let me tell you, if a bitch tried to ever do something like this to my husband, I would troll her so aggressively. I would just say a bunch of weird to her and then like see how far she would go into trying to steal my husband. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh my God, like Bryce loves me and all, but like he really actually wants a girl that does Latvian deer calling. Yeah. Bryce thought I was so stupid because I didn't know that Kung Fu Panda, the movie, was actually about Vietnam. Oh my God, you should tell everyone that you know that Kung Fu Panda is about Vietnam. Yeah. We're gonna call this Operation Kung Fu Panda, okay? And we're gonna keep track on how many things we can get this pick me girl to do to try to steal your man. So another common thing I've seen amongst the pick-me girls of TikTok in the wild is this attack on a woman's virtue. A really good example of this is this segment on the Whatever podcast. And they have a recurring segment where they have these women come on their podcast and they ask them to rate themselves from a scale of 1 to 10. A lot of times the women will say like a high number, like a 10, and then they try to like neg them to lower their rating.
Okay, so you rate yourself a 10. So what do you think someone else would rate you?
Again, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. Might rate me an 8. Some people might rate me 9, 10. Maybe someone might rate me 4.
Do you wake up every day, look in the mirror, and is like, damn, I'm a 10. 10.
I honestly do, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
It's because I think for you to attract the opportunities you want in your life and for you to attract optimal respect and love and positive experiences, you have to respect and love yourself.
That's just delusion, though.
Yeah. This is like the body positivity movement. This is why it's terrible. It's making people delusional. It's the yes queen, and it's just like, it doesn't work. It doesn't make sense.
Brace yourselves for this next one, okay? This one is gonna be a rough watch.
If you're a 10, you are the most attractive.
I feel like I'm God's creation. He did his thing. What can I say?
Yeah, but I'm by your standard God's creation too. I'm not as pretty as you.
That's how you feel about yourself.
No, that's I think how if I were to ask all these men in this room who's prettier, you'd be prettier.
But that would just be then like beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But maybe someone would think you're more attractive than me.
Well, I would question their.
I do think it would be the case if we lined up 100 or 1,000 or 1,000,000 men and we gave them a binary choice between Liz, love you to death, between Liz and like sure you. I think a lot of them, no offense to Liz here, just looking at things objectively, I would say vast majority of the men would pick you.
I just really don't understand what is the purpose of this. Like, you're literally just negging a girl that's calling you beautiful and trying to uplift you for a bunch of men that said that if you asked 1,000,000 men, they would think that you were ugly. I love how every single time they do this negging hot women segment on their podcast, they bring out like the pick me girls. Like there's some starters for a WWE match. Oh, you think you're a 10? What about Liz? And then all of a sudden, like there's fireworks, smoke coming out. They're playing Thunder by Imagine Dragons. Just imagine like months before every single match, they have to do this Karate Kid type training. If I'm ugly, you're ugly. If I'm ugly, you're ugly. You have to lower your standards so my crush will have a chance with you.
There are a lot of really attractive men who choose to date objectively unattractive women, and it's because unattractive women, and yes, I know beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but you know what I'm talking about. Unattractive women are less risky. Some men cannot handle it when a beautiful woman gets attention from other men. It makes them feel very insecure. It makes them worried that she's going to leave them. And so dating a woman who is less attractive is just more risk averse.
So if you feel like you recognize this girl, it's because this is the same girl who did the whole croissant versus Wonder Bread video last year. The one where she was saying that men go after Wonder Bread plain Jane women over croissant hot women because they're cheap and easier. She's back at it again, you guys. There are men that poop and dead people and ponies their car, and we're gonna sit here and be like,
why is he dating an ugly girl? Maybe because it's less risky.
maybe he's just attracted to her, bitch. There are men that dead people and poop. You had his location. He unadded every girl. He spent a lot of time with you. He reassured you. He made sure you ate. He listened to your problems. He prioritized you. He risked it all for you. But forget his feelings, right? Guys, wait. Her whole account is just her regurgitating sad boy content. But it's because she has an OnlyFans. This is like her way to draw in the sad boys to her only. Wait, if this is like what she does on her TikTok, I wonder if that translates into like the OnlyFans, right? Like she just does this, but her feet are out the whole time. You took her out to Taco Bell for your anniversary, but that bitch will never appreciate you, right, King? When you don't your pants for a month straight and she still doesn't appreciate you. Okay, so you DM'd her 19-year-old sister and now she's mad. Some bitches will never understand that you're just trying to step up as a big brother. Okay, next we have a clip of Pearl, the ultimate pick-me, debating Piers Morgan on whether or not Russell Brand is guilty of assaulting a 16-year-old.
Well, and you're telling me that a guy that has women throwing themselves at him 24/7 had to somebody? That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I don't think
women coming out
I don't
all
think
the
I don't think you
time.
can make the leap that that couldn't happen.
I didn't say it couldn't. I'd say it's very unlikely. Like, is Elon Musk, is he going to rob a bank? Probably not.
If you are even too sexist for Piers Morgan, you need to reevaluate yourself. Is she really insinuating that like powerful rich men don't like assault women? It always reminds me of boomers when they're so surprised when like the most obvious person commits a crime, you know? They're always just like, oh my God, can you believe that Tommy, the star quarterback of his high school team, bullied a kid? Yeah, oh my God, can you believe that a millennial girl with bangs and a Mickey Mouse tattoo threw a burrito at a Chipotle employee? Yes, because who the f else would? If Pearl just got some dude, honestly, it might just change the whole world. Let's take a moment of silence for Pearl and try to manifest her getting some, okay? Santa Claus, Source, Universe, our Lord and Savior Beyonce, please give Pearl some. Please give Pearl some. All right, let's play a little game of Dora, okay? Can you guys tell me which one of these girls got picked? None of them. That's right. Common pattern amongst all these women is that I feel like they overcook it. Like literally go to your local Applebee's in a sundress, go up to some rando dude and ask him who would win in a fight, a gorilla or you with a plastic spork, and then just let him cook. He will literally fall in love with you, okay? Enjoy your guaranteed 2 minutes of mediocre straight people sex, all right? You're welcome. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in a couple of weeks.